they want me to solve a third equation. This is the only time where I definitely will check my solutions. Okay, so I'm going to square both sides. There's nothing I can do here to make my life a little bit easier. Sometimes if you move the question around and manipulate things, it will make it a bit easier. So I have a full square, cancelling off a full square root. That's x minus 2 is all that's left. And then over here, this is, you know, to square something is to multiply it by itself. Now that square does not cancel out that square root. It has to be a full square root there for the square to cancel out. So I'm just going to take this to the side and work it out. X minus 2, the root of that, plus 2, multiplied by x minus 2, the root of that, plus 2. And that by that is root x minus 2 by root x minus 2, which is root x minus 2 to be squared, which just leaves me with x minus 2. That by that is a plus 2 times root x minus 2. That by that is a plus 2 times root x minus 2. And that by that is plus 4. So if I clean this up, I have an x, a minus 2, a plus 4. So that's x plus 2. And I have 2 of these and 2 of the same, which gives me 4 of it. That's that fully multiplied out. So if I just go back here now and fill that in, so that gives me x plus 2 plus 4 root x minus 2. Now I'm going to definitely manipulate this around so that I can make my life a bit easier before I square again in order to get rid of that root. So bring that over, I end up with 2x, bring that over, I end up with minus 4 is equal to 4 root x minus 2. Now I'm going to square both sides. Now you could divide both sides by 4 if you wanted there, but should be fairly straightforward. Take that to the side, square it out, should be straightforward. You multiply it by itself, you end up with 4x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to, if you take this to the side and work it out, so that is 4 root x minus 2 by 4 root x minus 2. So, I mean, up here was different. It was like a y plus a 2 times a y plus a 2. This is why all this was going on. Okay, this is just like 4y by 4y gives me 16y squared. So that gives me 16. That by that is the same as this here, which just leaves me with 16 times x minus 2. I'll bring that back over here. And I clean this up and I should be able to solve this. So that gives me 4x squared minus 16x plus 16 is equal to 16x minus 32. That gives me 4x squared minus 32x. That goes over, becomes plus 16, sorry, plus 32 plus the 16 gives me plus 48. I'm going to divide by 4. So that gives me x squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0. Factors of 12 that add to give me 8. We have 2 and... Now, this is how I solve these. Obviously, if you do it differently, that's fine. I'm just looking for my factors here. X minus 2 is one factor, x minus 6 is the other, which means x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 6. Now I need to check both these solutions, so this is my check over here. So let's go back to the very original one. That's the square root of 3 times x minus 2 is equal to the square root of x minus 2 plus a 2. Now, if x is 2, does this still remain true? 3 times 2 minus 2 is equal to the square root of 2 minus 2 plus 2. So that is 6 minus 2, which is 4, square root of 4 is 2, is equal to, that's 0 plus 2, which is 2, that's true. That is definitely a solution. And if I try it for the x equals 6, that is the square root of 3 times 6 minus 2 is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 plus a 2. So that gives me 18 minus 2, which is 16, square root of 16 is 4, is equal to square root of, no, yeah, square root of 4 is 2 plus a 2, which is 4. Both solutions are fine. I'm done. Both work.